Here is a base variant that we've seen a few times. I like to call it the Fortified Keep because it just reminds me of like a solid castle here with this village around the outside. Um, and the point of this is very much like a moat design where we want to have crossbows. There's four Teslas in here. He's not even trying to hide that, plus a queen shooting out from a protected spot on the inside while all of your forces are slowly grinding their way around the base, getting, you know, chewed up by those defenses. And then once they do finally go inside, when everything's cleaned up and they go in here, it's a meat grinder. So you don't have enough energy left to sustain your attack. That's the design. So how do we defeat it? Well, here was my plan. I want to clear out a flank here. I want to take all these buildings out. I want to take all these buildings out so that I can drop heroes, hogs, and Valkyries here. Frontal assault. I can't get a lure out of this clan castle. You can see it's right in the middle. You know, there's really no way for me to trigger it, so I'm just going to have to let it out. I'm going to fight the queen and the clan castle and everything, so I'll drop a poison and a rage right here, take down those threats, and then release the hogs to come in here and clean up the rest of the base, so they won't be tempted to go to these flanks because I've got two raiding forces that are designed for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a golem here with a bunch of wizards and a golem here with a bunch of wizards. Well, maybe 4 or 5, I can't remember how many I use. He will meet shield. He will move this direction, and it's very important to get his placement right, because if I place the golem too far away from this first point defense, he might wander over here to that one. I want him to go here. So I'm going to place him here rather than like here, where he might go to that one and then work this way. I need him to keep going that direction. So we're going to place him right there to force everybody off to that side. So let's see how it worked. All right, you're going to see down here, I'm going to drop a golem there, and I'm going to drop a golem up here right after that. Right now I'm just thinking about which building I'm going to target with that golem. Okay, there's the first one. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wizards on the south side. 1, 2, 3, 4 wizards on the north side. There goes the king. There goes the queen. I'm going to throw in a couple of more wizards in here because I'm going to need those wizards to fight the clan castle as well as possibly the queen. I haven't dropped any of the hogs or the Valkyries at this point. Let's stop it right here for a moment. So just to assess where we're at, things are looking good. There's a golem here. He's still got quite a few hit points. Got one here. This crossbow is shooting at that golem. This one looks like it's just about to start shooting at that one. I'll let you know that the golem gets all the way down here. All these buildings get taken out by that force. I like to call it a fire and forget force because I just drop them and then I forget about them and I hope that they clean everything out. The other thing, on the north side, they even do better, even though they have fewer wizards. They not only do they get this king, but which I'm going to help with a poison spell, but they manage to take down, they basically get all the way around to this side of the base, and they're going to survive. Some of those wizards are going to help with the cleanup. So that little force of one golem with 4 or 5 wizards, that was the key to this base. Go ahead and start it up again. All right, now the king just got the trigger on the clan castle. So out comes the dragon, down goes the poison spell, down go the Valkyries, down goes the rage, which is going to run those Valkyries right underneath that dragon. He can't keep up with them. All right, we got to stop for a moment here. Real quick, you'll notice that I dropped a jump spell here. To be honest, I did not know exactly where all of my Valkyries were. I know I dropped them over here, plus I had some in the clan castle. But I had a lot of forces on this side. So I dropped that one there just in case in some of this commotion I had some Valkyries over there. Turns out there was only one, but just goes to show I can't see everything that's going on in the battlefield, so I used that. I mean, it wasn't going to help me much to hang on to that jump spell. I needed him to get in and get in fast, so that's why I dropped it there. Not the best spot, but I don't feel bad about dropping it there either. The other thing that's about to happen is I'm going to drop the poison spell here. Again, I'm not really assessing what exactly is happening up there, other than the fact that I can see that there's commotion and the king is still alive, and I still have that poison spell, so that seems like the best place to put it. So that's why I did it there. And it turned out to be I got lucky on that placement. All right, so we're tearing up the core now. I've got another heal spell that I can use. There it goes down. We're in the meat grinder, but we have a lot of forces in there. The queen's still alive. The hogs have done their damage. The enemy heroes are all down, and you can see from here it's pretty much just mop-up duty. I saved a couple of giants to the end just in case I needed some meat shield. I dropped one here and here, and then another one here. You can see that guy walking this way. These guys walking this way. Look, I've got a couple of wizards still alive. So I didn't really need the giants. They were there because I had a feeling I was going to have some point defenses shooting at my surviving, maybe my queen or maybe some hogs or whatever. So, but when you're using hogs and valkyries in conjunction, they work so fast that often, you just overwhelm the base. So it worked out faster than I thought. This was a really good attack. So in the next video, I'll show you one that did not work out so well, despite my planning efforts. So they're not all winners, but they are all learning opportunities.